Hey everyone. I originally tried to go live on YouTube, but I couldn't figure it out for some reason. But I did make a Facebook Live, but I also wanted to make another video to upload it to YouTube because I want to focus my YouTube channel mostly on dog groomers because they're my peeps, you know. But I want to help you guys out not the most, but I would say I want to gear it towards dog groomers specifically. And my Facebook Live was more towards just anybody in general. But I want to say I am the debt-free dog groomer, and I am here to help dog groomers, or anyone for that matter, to live the lifestyle they want. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, and I will show you how to reach your financial goals one video at a time. So this video specifically is how to pay off your debt fast. I want to just put it in a simple... I want to put it in simple steps just to, basically make it feel not so intimidating, because it really can be, especially if you have multiple student loans, if you have, medical debt, credit card debt, debt on your grooming tools, anything. So, basically your first step is going to be saving $1,000. So if you have already saved $1,000, if you have more than that amount, you basically take everything but that $1,000 and you put it towards your debt. Now, people will ask, well, which debt do I put that towards? Where do I start? So basically with that $1,000 in your savings account, anything extra is going to be put towards your smallest debt. So you are going to list all of your debts, smallest to largest. Now, people may ask too, if they have multiple student loans, you're going to list your student loans. I don't know if that's what you have specifically, but if you have, a student loan for $500, then you have a student loan for $200. List them each separately, and you're going to obviously list the $200 one first, and then the $500 one, and then, all of your debts in order from smallest to largest. So then you're also going to work like a crazy person. So what's nice about grooming is you can, a lot of the times, just take extra dogs and you'll make more money. I didn't necessarily work much more in my grooming. I had a salon at the time, and I didn't necessarily work much more, but I worked more efficiently. So I tried to do Uber on the side, which I sucked at Uber. I don't know how someone sucks so bad at Uber, but I did it. And it wasn't the driving that I sucked at. It was I would always forget to start the ride in the app and then end it at the right time. So that was just all screwy. But I did Ubering on top of grooming just to save some more money during this paying off debt step, because my goal after paying off debt was to not have to do that later on, because I don't with grooming, obviously, you guys know it's a very physically demanding and mentally demanding job. So I wanted to set myself up where I didn't have to work extra all the time. So when you list your debts smallest to largest, why you do that, it's more of a mental thing rather than a math thing, because basically if you pay, so if you pay off your smallest debt, that's oh, okay, I can actually do this. One debt is actually gone. So then you get more momentum to pay off the next one. So and you know what, the interest rate really doesn't matter that much because you're paying your debt off so fast that it's not going to be much of a difference by the time you go all the way through it. And honestly, it's just way better to focus on the small one and go, you know, pay towards the larger one, because, you know, paying off one debt, it just really, it lights the fire under your butt. So after you save the $1,000, list your debts all smallest to largest, and then just, you're basically, I always suggest being on a budget, because it just really, it tells your money where to go, and it kind of is like peace of mind. Like, if you set up your budget, you know, like how much you have to put towards your debt. So, when I budgeted, when I was paying off debt, I was a little bit of a psycho. So, you know, I was like, can't buy clothes, can't buy, you know, can't go on vacations. And honestly, I suggest doing it that way because it really, like, it made me do it really fast. And honestly, like, after doing it that fast, it really made me realize how little we need certain things, and how, you know, if you set your mind to anything, you can do it. So, after you pay off your debt, I will make videos. I'm not saying you're going to do it, you know, the next time I make a video, or like, yeah, the timing, basically after you pay off all of your debts, you're going to, save for like a bigger emergency fund. So you always really want to have 3 to 6 months of expenses, especially you guys that own businesses. You're going to have your personal 3 to 6 months of expenses, and then you're going to have your business 3 to 6 months of expenses. So if you have business debt, that is personal debt, because, you know, you signed for that and that's in your name. So include business debt in your, you know, paying off your debt and listing your debts. Include that business debt also. After, and also I have to mention too, don't include your house. Your house is one of your biggest assets, and it always goes up in value. You don't have to, sorry, I'm like waving the pen around the freaking camera. So, you don't have to list your house in the, you know, paying off debt fast thing. That's like a later step, because your house is going up in value. Unlike, you know, your credit card debt and, you know, whatever you have else, you know, whatever else you have. So, basically going over the steps again. So you just, you know, save that $1,000. Anything else you have past that $1,000, put towards your debt, smallest to largest, and then you're done. It's really like, honestly, it's pretty simple. But a lot of people, you know, try to overcomplicate it, and it's very intimidating. If, you know, you see like, wow, but I have an interest rate of like 14% with this, and then like 5% on this debt, it doesn't really matter. Like, just smallest amount to largest, and it's just a lot simpler. And really that math is not going to matter much, because you're paying it off so fast. So, also I wanted to mention too, I keep waving this pen in front of the camera, I gotta stop. So, also I wanted to mention too, if you have like your student loans, if they're deferred right now, especially during COVID, you're still going to include, even though you don't have to pay any money on your student loans right now, if that's the case, you still include those amounts in your debt, in your list of your debts, because even though you don't have to pay on them, it's going to happen eventually, and it'll just creep up on you. And so once you pay off, like, you know, once you start paying off more and more debts, you know, all that money that you're putting towards the smaller debts, you have to put towards the bigger debts. So, you know, that $100 a month credit card bill or whatever it was, you can now, once that's paid off, you can now put that $100 towards your next debt. So, it's really, it's not too bad. I mean, it's very intimidating, I have to admit, but once you start it, it's just a smooth, well, I wouldn't say smooth process, but I would say that it gets easier. So, I will make other videos too about your next steps, but I just wanted to make that one as simple as I could. If you have any questions, regarding this, or really anything you want to ask me, just put your comments in the comment section. And I hope you all have a great night, and I'm trying to think if I have anything else. I think that's it. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks.